Yeah. Yeah. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy EyeQ, man. I'm back, man. Shit. All right, I got an important topic today. For everybody who's out of my region or who's not from my region. I said region. And I'm from Richmond, Virginia, if y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying, Virginia. But they got this thing down here called, no, not the place where you Department of Motor, the DMV, nigga. So that's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Now, I done had up and down debates about this, man. In prison with DC niggas. You know DC niggas be getting locked up in VA, not jail, prison, nigga. These is diehard DC niggas. Right? So, all right, like I said, it's DC, Maryland, Virginia. All right, now the big discussion is what is really considered, yes, I'm drinking beer. What is considered the DMV, right? Like, what is really considered the DMV? What is the DMV? I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm from Central Virginia. All right, so DC is not even a state. I don't know if a lot of y'all don't know that, but Washington DC is not a state. Washington is a state, but Washington DC, it's not a state. That's not to take nothing away from them. They go hard. Like, they should be a fucking state. They got enough fucking shit and lunatics running around that hole, you know. So DC is just it's the state's capital. I guess it's just a district. That's why it's called District of Columbia. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. It's a running joke that DC goes 5 miles each way. Anywhere you go 5 miles, you're out of DC. If you know that joke, put it in the comments. You know you heard that joke before. So look. So all right, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. So all right, now this is how I found out what the DMV is from some DC niggas, right? So I went to prison in 2012, right? Before that, I was fucking with a lot of DMV blogs. This is like 2011. This is when the whole DMV movement really started being brought up and people was saying it and it was hashtagged and niggas was repping it, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I went to prison. I ended up locked up with 2 niggas from DC, right? These is for sure DC niggas, bro. These niggas is funny as shit. These was DC niggas, bro. Why you trying to join, man? You lunching, man, and you wellin', man. You wellin' and all that shit. Talk. They kicking it. They really DC. You get to tell if y'all know DC niggas, or if y'all like, man, drop it in the comments, nigga. Tell them like, no, DC's niggas be saying now we all kind of talk the same, right? We all got to talk the same, but we not the same. So DC, the D in DMV is DC. Washington DC. Okay, cool. It's a district. It's not a city. It's not one of the 50 states. Google it if you don't fucking believe me. You should believe me, nigga. Because if I'm smart enough to be on YouTube, that means you know I didn't Google. This is from school, though. I've been through this. But just Google it if you don't believe it, nigga. Now, Maryland. Maryland is, hold on, let me make sure I say it right. Annapolis, Maryland. Baltimore. Silver Springs. I think Rockville, etc. Maryland is big. Right? But Maryland those are the cities that's within Maryland, okay. Virginia. Some of the major cities in Virginia, of course, man, that motherfucking R nigga, Richmond, nigga, where I'm from, nigga. You already know. Richmond, Norfolk, Charlottesville, Fairfax, Portsmouth, Suffolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Newport News, aka Bad News. Shout out my Bad News niggas. Shout out all my niggas. Shout out my Hampton niggas. Hampton. Danville, Stratford, Arlington, fucking Crystal City, nigga. I'm from VA, so I can go on like I'm really from VA. You see the tag? Like I'm really from VA, my nigga. So yeah, which they all have their own characteristics, and it's plenty more, it's many more. Virginia's not Virginia's not really like a super small state. It looked like North Carolina looked like us upside down, so to say. I wonder how that even happened, how they did that split. So boom. But let me tell y'all, a lot of people say What's the DMV? All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all what the DMV is. The DMV is all that shit I just said. The whole DC, the whole Baltimore, or excuse me, Baltimore. I said it for my Baltimore. Hey, are you from Baltimore? That's for my people who don't understand how I talk when I talk regular. And then the only part of Virginia, this is where it gets tricky, is Will, Virginia. That's, and you know, it's funny because we be at each other like low key, but that's always been Virginia's thing. That's always been one of our major problem when it comes to just success and blowing up and shit is the unification. Which we're not the only people, but it's a lot of people, a lot of places like that. But the only part, but the only part of Virginia that's considered the DMV is like Northern Virginia, which is right here. All right, so this is Virginia, right? Y'all see it, right? That's the state of Virginia. I'm from right here. Pharrell and them is from right here. Pusha T and them is from right here. Timberland, Missy, Mad Skill. I can go on. Who else? Who else more? Chris Brown. Trey Songz. Like, we from here, right? This over here is Northern Virginia. This is by like West Virginia, Ohio, Tennessee. I don't know what's down here. See, we from all the way the fuck over here. Up above us is New York. Over here, over this way, some other shit. Under us is North Carolina. We from all the way over here. This is the DMV area right here, Northern Virginia, right? They call it Nova. Like I said, Arlington, Fairfax, Crystal City. Fuck, I'm burnt. I'm burnt out. Fuck, Arlington. You can tell this. Fairfax, Woodbridge, Charlottesville. I'm thinking Charlottesville. I think Charlottesville might be kind of centered. If y'all know what Charlottesville is it more northern or is it? I know it ain't central where we at. We in Central Virginia. Richmond is the capital. Let's put this in perspective. Where I'm from is like the capital of, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, and also it's the most biggest, craziest city. You know what I'm saying? You know, this shit will remind you like some Memphis, some Baton Rouge shit, or some New Orleans, or some Atlanta shit, or some New York shit, or some Cali shit. Like big major cities. Like we got that attitude. But that's all the fucking DMV. Richmond is not, that's what I'm talking about, popular consensus. Now, I'm about to try to change that, and I'm about to try to unify pretty much everybody. Not really, but I'm going to reach out, and I'm going to show people, man, nah, we fucking with everybody, nigga. Because it's fucked up because you look at other places, they rep Atlanta, they rep Memphis. Those are cities. We got to rep, because it's so many of us we got to rep the whole state, VA. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's people that do rep Richmond, Virginia Beach, they say it every time. Chris Brown, I'm a country boy from Tappahannock. Like Chris Brown from the same area code I'm from. He's not from Richmond, but he's from like a little city over. Like very close. Like I could probably drive there in 15 minutes type shit. But yeah, that's to answer y'all questions, that's the fucking DMV, bro. But let me get back to the story in prison. When I was with I went all the way off, my bad, y'all. I'm just chilling. I'm just sipping, chiefing. Yeah, so I'm in there with these two niggas, and I look at me. This is how I learned. I'm telling them, I'm in prison. I'm in prison with these two DC niggas. There's more niggas in there, but I'm talking about I was cool with some couple DC niggas. They was funny as shit, man. I can't remember them niggas' names. That's crazy. I know exactly how they look, but I can't remember their names. I had to go through my old prison mail or some shit. Yeah, but I argued with these niggas one day about the DMV, and they telling me like, nigga, y'all ain't DMV. Richmond ain't no fucking DMV. I'm like, man, how the fuck we Virginia? I was saying it like they trying to take away from us. But then when I came home and really did the research and see, I'm like, okay, like you got your Wale's from over there. I'm thinking of Shy Glizzy, that's DMV. You know what I'm saying? Now we all kind of say certain words together. If y'all look at the slang video that I made, like wellin', they say wellin', we say wellin'. Jont, we say jont. Curry, we say curry. You trying to curry me? I give y'all some more slang. I give y'all Richmond slang part 2 video too. But yeah, that's pretty much the DMV, my nigga. So anybody, if y'all have any crazy stories, or y'all, you know what I mean, I know anything about this shit, man, tap in, man. I love y'all 100, man. Yeah.